Alright guys, this is Jay Rock from Fin Feeder Flies. I'm a Nor-vise team member and been MIA for a little while. Had a surgery and recouping, but getting back behind the vise. Been a busy year with cicadas. Was able to get a lot of those done, but if you look on our page and everything, we are carp people. We love chasing these things. And spending the rest of the summer here at the camp. I'm about 5 minutes from our hunting grounds, and my son is fixing to do a little bit of guiding over there also. But I'm going to tie one of our favorite carp bugs. It's the HVRT, which Daryl Aiken made famous. And it's just basically a guide fly. A gold-ribbed hare's ear nymph, souped up, changed materials to play in the carp world. So we're going to use two different threads, same color, a 6/0 Semperfly and the 08 Semperfly. We're going to use vicuna dubbing in the hare's ear sub and some pieces of Australian possum. A lift kit, 0.30 lead wire, cut at 5 millimeters. We're going to put that on the shank along with a dumbbell eye and some copper wire. And the hook I'm using is an MFC 7045 size 6 carp hook. So let's get this thing started. Hopefully the television, I might need to turn that down, but we're definitely going to keep everything in the thoughts of a trout fly, keeping our thread wraps to a minimum and building accordingly. Don't really need a ton of thread, as we all know, but this has been a very good carp fly for us for the past couple of years. But we're going to put the lift kit in now. It's a pretty simple thing to do. 2 pieces of 0.30 lead free wire, and we're going to place those right on the top. Hopefully, let me get this tied in. So you're going to have them right in here. Don't want to crowd the eye too much. This isn't for weight at all. This is just to help flip over and make it headstand like we want for our carp flies. Then I'm going to use some loon, water-based. Let that soak into the threads, and it'll go all the way through to the hook. Here we go. All right. Now we're going to use a large dumbbell eye. I think we all pretty well know how to put these on, but I use the heaviest thread so I can really anchor these down on top of the lift kit. All right. Turn the hook down just a little bit. Now we're going to change thread. I can get my fingers through there. Hopefully everybody's been catching fish, and hope some of you were able to get in on the carp action. Even though having the surgery, between me and my wife, we knocked out 1,300 carp flies, cicada bugs. I might tie one of those on the next video. Really enjoy the carp action. It's a fun thing to do. All right, I'm gonna tie in the tail. This is gonna be really buggy, guys. It's gonna be a big tail too. But when we thin it out and just use the guard hairs, it'll be cool. It's really nice to be close to our carp water. We have a tournament on July 6th. Whoop, slipped on me. There we go. All right. It doesn't have a huge tail, just enough, because we want them to really focus, because there's going to be a lot of vibration the further we go up. All right, got a little bit of loon. Swax. I always get away from the bumps that's in there when you put it on, because it will give you a headache. Put the copper rib in. I always do this, I guess it's by habit, but I put everything on top of the hook. All right, let's build a body. Hopefully I'm not making anybody dizzy or anything. This vicuna is alpaca dubbing, and I have absolutely fallen in love with this stuff for carp bugs. Got a little bit of lighter tail, or lighter body I mean, than the tail. Got more of an olive color tail. Just keep it proportioned, just like a trout fly. This has been a really simple fly to tie, but man, has it been producing. If you fish for carp, or just getting into the carp world, this is an excellent pattern to have in your fly box. It just is so buggy. And when we put the feather in, it really makes it pop. Gives it a little more vibration when it falls through the water column. That's the thing with carp. They don't see very well. And we want to play to their senses. So with a good vibration, get around there, coming through the water column, it will really, really help you get the fish's attention. All right. Drop my. Oop, sorry about that. The feathers fell on the floor. I'm using a pheasant rump patch. I like the coloration, gives it a little more brightness. There's one feather right off the rump part. I'm going to peel all this off. We all know how to do a feather. I'm going to tie it in, but I'm only going to use one side of it. There's my feather prepped. You can use your hackle pliers or whatever you want to use to get it around there, but it's just a couple wraps. Always on top. Perfect. Campers are coming in hot and heavy for Father's Day weekend. Now guys, we're going to touch dub this, and then we'll make it come to life here in a second. Hopefully you're still with me. Hopefully, give it touched up. Get on there. There we go. It's going to be real shaggy looking. that's okay. Around the front. Shaggy is good in the carp world. Turn this up. We can get it to high better to polish it off. With a little bit of that maroon color or wine color, it really doesn't affect the fly that much. Showing through. Whip finish. I don't use too much zap or anything on my flies. Whip finish and loon. Whoop. A little too strong on the 8. There we go. All right, let me put this thing back down. Here it is. Whoop. The reason that I just used one side of the pheasant tail rump feather was that it gives this more of an individual for each barbule. And when this thing's falling through the water column, it's going to vibrate like crazy. Still trying to get used to this GoPro on my chest. It's just barely a little tail on there. All right, guys. Thanks again. This is the HVRT, and it has been a very, very good carp fly. I'm sure you can use it with anything else, but we've been having great success with this for carp. All right, guys. Jay from Fin Feeder Flies, Norvise team. You guys have a great evening. Thank you for watching.